Vast majority of the world no longer has a king or queen running their lives. But this isn't true in our favorite game, Crusader Kings 3. Pretty much everyone's got a king or sultan or chieftain running them. The craziest thing about this type of government is that it's all predicated on having children to perpetuate your lines. No kids equals no future rulers. So to keep the whole system going, it's important to have more children, but you can have them with royal people to keep the prestige of the position intact. You can't just marry some commoner, even if they were on the very successful TV show Suits. So what are we talking about? Recently, I was thinking back to the fact that during World War I, 3 of the major leaders in said conflict were cousins. Hell, several of the modern monarchs can trace their lineage back to King George. This interconnectivity got me thinking. If you somehow could kill these monarchs in a correct order, could you then make it so that one can inherit all their titles? This is impossible to do in our world now, or at least very frowned upon. But nothing can stop me from trying in Crusader Kings 3. Like the good gardener, pruning and cutting back all these branches so that there's only one true ruler of all these lands. So today we're trying to answer the question, can you unite Europe through murder in Crusader Kings 3? For those new to the channel, my name is Kevin, the cat's name is Bruce, we do it for him, tell a friend. Next we're going to explain how we are going to accomplish this. There is a version of the game called debug mode that allows you to do pretty much anything from changing people's faith to taking whoever's land to instantly killing any ruler you want. That's where we'll be doing our work. As the noble gardener, snipping and beheading unruly offshoots so that there will be only one family in charge. I feel like 1066 will be the better starting date of the two. It has more of the kingdoms formed, a lot more of the map is Catholic, meaning more connections, and there's been more time for families to intermarry. If you look at the starting map in 1066, you'll be like, there's no way there's a connection between every one of these kingdoms. And you'd be right, but there is connections at least to most of these kingdoms. Let me introduce the family that will be gaining while simultaneously losing the most. The Ryuk dynasty, a family who can trace their legacy from the Tsars of Russia all the way back to dickheads from Sweden. Ryuk means the men who can row, according to Wikipedia. Stop the video. Yeah, I'm gonna pronounce a lot of these last names wrong because I'm a dumb American. So give me a bunch of shit in the comments. Yeah, all right, start the video. So this family currently holds lands in modern Belarus, Russia, and Ukraine. If we look at the family tree in 1066, we can see that they control several lands personally, but also have family in other lands and courts. To begin, we will actually start in Hungary. You might be wondering, why Hungary? Well, both the mother of the king of Hungary is a Ryuk, and also the Oprods have a member of their family married to our first protagonist, Count Rotislav. Count Rotislav is going to be the main connector for a lot of this first accidents. To unite Hungary, Bohemia, and Poland, we must first eliminate most of the ruling houses of those three countries. After that comes the consolidation of the Ryuk family lands that requires the death of no less than 18 people. Also, our boy King Rotislav will inherit several kingdoms. Currently, he's able to form the Empire of West Slavia and almost Carpathia and Russia. Plenty more land to gobble up though. How are we going to get Sweden added in? Just knock off a couple more heads. And who is that? Oh, our boy King Rotislav comes up. How are they connected? I believe their grandmother was a Muso or something. Now that we're in Scandinavia, why not add Norway and Denmark? We'll have to kill pretty much all of the Scottish nobility and a majority of the Godwins. We've made it so that Rotislav is now trying to invade England for his claims, and the original king of England is now dead. Is that where the slaughter ends? You might ask yourself as we check the kill count and see it sitting at 122. Nope. More flesh for the butcher's bill. As you can see, the queen mother is a Ryuk, so it's time for us to say goodbye to our dear Rotislav and hand over the reins of the empire to Capet. But not before absolutely manhandling some Silene emperors and some deputiers to make it so that the Grand Empire is now connected. The empire is truly massive now. Emperor Philippe has a realm size of 534 and personally holds 113 counties, plus several kingdoms and duchies. You're probably saying to yourself, okay, there's no more lands that can be added in. Well, dear viewer, we're not quite done yet. Because of how well we've done whittling away all these different houses, we can add in England and Barcelona. Now we're done, right? right? Let me check my notes. No, I forgot about how we killed even more people. I let the save sit for a little bit, but then got to thinking, if we got Barcelona, what's stopping us from getting the rest of Christian Spain? I'll tell you the number. It's about 89 deaths. I was really hoping that we could do it, and thanks to pure luck of me changing houses every couple of deaths, we ended up back with the Barcelonas. With that final death, we now truly have our final big-ass empire. The empire has a total of 625 realm size, 208 titles, 150 counties, 35 duchies, 20 kingdoms, and 4 empires personally owned by the emperor, 11,687 gold at the cost of about 244 people. Would you say that was worth the butcher's bill? Personally, I would say yes, but comment down below what you think. It's good for the algorithm. Try as I might, I was unable to get any more children into the fold of this gross blob. There's probably a way to make it so that might have the Croatians join us and some of the other Orthodox nations, but it feels like the Byzantines are a closed loop and I was never really able to find a connection to the wider group. What have we learned from this process? Somehow we're still at war with the Kingdom of England, and it seems like a vast majority of my vassals will be absolutely pissed off with me because of the amount of duchy titles we have in our hands.
That's a lot of damage.
That interconnectivity can lead to some interesting people gaining the thrones that it would be impossible to do without the process of being able to instantly kill people. Somehow the HRE is going to get involved no matter what, and that I probably eradicated several royal houses by doing this. A moment of silence for all the dead and nearly dead houses due to this experiment. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this production of Do It for Bruce. My name is Kevin, father of Bruce, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not subscribe to the channel? If you really enjoyed it, why not tell a friend about us? That's all I have for you. Have a good rest of your day, and ciao. Just kidding, here's part of one of our recent Patreon videos to watch. All right, let's get to the groups and decide what's what. So there's 4 groups. Each group has 4 people in it. As you can see, what you're seeing on screen right now is the away and home jersey for each squad. So in Group A, we have Argentina, Peru, Chile, and Canada. So we're gonna go through and choose which of the 2 jerseys will represent them in this tournament. First and foremost, Argentina. They have a different blue than most blues. It's a light blue. I think that's based off their flag. Means something about, I don't know, like independence. I don't know. As somebody who lived in Argentina for 3 months, should probably know why it's light blue, but something about the sky and the sun. Who's to know? But that's my choice.